What's up everybody, MechRex here, and it is the final day of the alien decimation, and it has been going fairly smoothly. I got my fleet bay upgrade started finally, so level 12 after a very long time of sitting around not upgrading any major structures. I still have a lot more farming to do before the event is over, but I hope to have most of that completed today in 5 or 6 hours, so I don't have to spend too much more time in game. But I figure I'll show off and talk a bit while I destroy a base. I'm going to be picking up a few of the Xeno disintegrator cannons, or my Punishers of course. Only thing they can be fit on. After that, it's a matter of being able to find out what I need to do and what I need to get done first. But I've been using, I took care of the planet strike first for the minor resources. And everything else I do has all been more or less in the alien decimation. I haven't been doing much else in the course of the event so far. But I'm currently refitting low-level ships and building low-level ships because I'm going to test a few things. And then I'm going to show a fitting that once I have it correctly set up, you should be allowed to do the alien stuff. You'll take a lot of repair time for it, which should be expected, but you'll still be able to do it. You'll be using tier 3 ships, researchable tech, and fusion thrusters 3, because you can get that in every planet strike. But aside from that, I hope you've all had a very pleasant weekend. If not, well, sit back and watch me break some bases. As for what I've acquired thus far, just resources so far. I didn't plan on getting anything other than resources until the last day, so I'm on track for what I needed. As for everything else that I'm going to be doing, it all just depends on what goes where from here. And as for a smaller group of things, let's see what I can do about unlocking all the blueprint ships and stuff so I can do the best versus alien fittings for them. So that's something to look forward to. Aside from that, not much else has happened. Well, not much that I'm going to talk about by any rate. As for the decimation, it gets a low rating just because the points payout that they're using to try and keep low-level players under control. Which I find hilarious because low levels will always jump from low level tech to high level tech just because they can, no matter what game it is. You can't stop them. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was jumping from tier 2 tech to tier 6 tech just because they can. Ultimate slap to a game developer's face that, in my opinion, could be greatly improved. Yes, every game developer has bugs, but most of them tend to try and fix the bugs first, and right away. As for the alien decimation, I haven't had any major bugs with it, just minor annoyances, in all honesty. disconnects. In the middle of a fight, or right after I launched a fight, I joined back in. Oh look, it enabled the AI automatically so my fleet could defend itself. No, it didn't. It ran them all into landmines. Yeah, that's totally what I was going for there. I totally want all of my ships to go face first in the terminus mines. No, wait. What are alien mines called? If anyone knows what the alien mines are called, these little guys, let me know down below. I'm actually curious to find out what they are. But let's do the rating scale on 0 to 10 for it. It's grindy as always, so it gets a 4 for that. There's no new tech, so 0 on that, so far it's a standing 4. The alien fleet's balancing, well, that gets a 3. Because these are Xeno ships supposed to be resistant to alien damage. They do fairly good, but then they go up against Ancient Reapers. You can watch all that nice health they have just disappear. And we don't have anything to resist them until next month during the event. The Conquest event, is it? I think that's the name of it. But as for everything else, so far everything's been going smoothly during the Decimation. No disconnects this time around, so kudos and good luck to me on that. As for anything and everything else in game, they changed the UI setup, so I'll show that off in just a second. I won't talk about it because it doesn't very much so interest me. They just moved stuff around.
We can't fit any more. Back to base, sir.
All they did was they literally just moved this button down here and put everything under it, under the shop button. Yeah. Most of us knew where all of this was for, they just centralized it. What's in the featured for today? Overpriced garbage that is all useless. These aren't useless, but they're still overpriced. This is overpriced. I don't actually use the Elite Punisher credits. I don't even have any credits for any of the ships. I think other than Exterminator Destroyers, or I don't have any of them. But this is all overpriced. And this is just stuff for one single ship. Ha 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 ha. Oh, when did the Xeno disintegrator cannons get in there? Yeah, for almost $10 a piece. Ha! Not a chance. $3, so it'd be $12. No, $9 to fit a single ship with just those. Yeah, I'll pass and I'll take my repair times the way that I do now. One punch to the face at a time.
Repair completed. Repair completed.
Got the fleet upgrade started on like the 3rd day in, so yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday because it was 10 days something hours, 10 days 3 hours I think. But I got that started and I started moving stuff around and I'm just killing time by beating up the small fleets. Planet Strike, I already got the resources from here, so I'm good there. I also bought the core boxes so I could turn them into higher level cores, so there was that. Planet Strike has... I don't really know who uses arc missiles in the game. And this is the exact same price list, if I'm not mistaken, as last time. So weaponry and stuff didn't change. These, they need to stay in here. The fusion thrusters and metaphase shield, they need to stay in there for low levels. They're the only good thing that I see aside from the ships themselves. Oh, and the antimatter scoop for cargo fleets. The impulse beam turret, it'd be a step up unless you have the tachyon. Dark missile for your ships. Oh, come on, guys. That damage and that weight. Ha. It has built-in shield bypass. We also have projectile weapons with built-in shield bypass that we can farm.
Fleet repair completed.
In all honesty, the game is... it needs a lot of tweaking. Lots and lots. As for the alien decimation prizes, they're the same as always. We have the elite paladin credit, even though nothing drops level 4 to 5 paladin patterns. You have to buy them, which is an insult. Then you have the Hunter Storm still. You have everything, literally. I'm going after as many Xenodisintegrator level 1s as I can today. You have the normal Xeno ships, and then you have the resources. I got what I needed, so I'm good there. But other than that, not much is going on in game. PvP is still a dead point of the game unless you want to play with little itty bitty ships that are all instant repairs. Let's see. You one of them? No. None of you were. Where are my little guys? There they are. What's the funnest way to play PvP? Use the Voyager Corvettes. Why? Because you're never going to be able to give them a very high damage or very high damage output, do anything stupid. But they also have instant repairs. You can make an entire fleet of them, have fun, break them all, and then instant repair them, and then send them back out and continue playing. Just like... is it you? No. Neither of you are instant repair. Brand course then? Yeah. All these little toy ships. If you want to play PvP and have low repair time, play with the little toy ships.
Repair completed.
They're clearly the way to go.
Fleet.
As for high level stuff, yeah. It's not that interesting. But right now I'm doing a small fit that I'm going to test. I'm going to put it on about 6 Revelation cruisers. This is the fitting so far. Each fitting will grow stronger and they'll have higher level hex missiles. But their job will be to fight low level Reapers, I'm going to see, because something I noticed about the Reapers, they always cluster up. Every single time you fight them, they come in from both sides, and as they slowly die and dwindle and they circle around your fleet that isn't moving, they get stuck on each other. So the objective of this fleet would be heavy AoE damage, while also having recharging shields, just because that was the fitting that they've had for so long on them. For me, I haven't changed them. Then this one, it's still bare bones, only has armor. I mean, that armor, you can equip 2 of them at once in 5 minutes and you're good. But each one will have under 2 hours of repair time per ship, so until you have under a 12-hour repair time for the whole fleet, which is kind of sad, but meh, you do what you have to. And as for the new layout, yeah, and I don't even know why they added a inventory button right here. Oh look, it takes you right to your workshop's inventory. So does this.
Craft.
Literally, if you just sit in the inventory all the time and you just click the workshop button, it still opens it. Watch. Materials. Close. Open. I'm in materials again. If you leave it in the inventory all the time, this was a useless button. I mean, you can jump around very easily right here. So the addition of the inventory button was, in my eyes, pointless. Some other people may find it more useful. But I mean, you still have the buttons up here. You still have to move around when you're doing stuff. But other than that, I can't say much about it because it's not much changed. This button, this can just go away permanently. You can just click right here to get your offers and your stuff like that, so you don't really need the buy coins button right below where you can click to buy coins. That made 0 sense in my opinion. As for the active missions, they're all the same, it's just a new face for it. Yeah, nothing else changed I'm aware of.
Waiting on you. Awaiting orders.
But there's not much else to talk about, so I'm going to leave it here. If you have anything to say, go ahead and say it in the comments below. If you have any info on anything, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. As always, I'll see you all in the next one.